welcome back to the channel, gents. Doing another one today. Right, today we're going to look at reverse engineering your ideal day and how you can actually live it. So you can actually live it, right? So if someone followed you around for 24 hours, say anyone follows you around for 24 hours, what would they see? Would they see the life you say you want? Or would they see the one that you're just tolerating, right? That shit life that you're just tolerating. So, is it a drifting? Are you distracted all the time? Reacting? Are you just reacting to life, or are you intentional? Do you have intention? Do you have the focus? Do you have direction? Like, what is it? What does your life represent right now? Or is it just I'm just coasting from one thing to another. I don't really have anything planned. I'm distracted on social media, movies, games, porn, weed, whatever it is your vice is. And you just go along until you have to react to a situation and then move on. So, something else you need to think about is, or we should think about, is you don't find your ideal life. There is no, you don't just, I found my ideal life. I designed my ideal life with just being, no, you design it. You design it one day at a time, right? You have to build it. So let's dive into the actual problem, or not problem, but the way most guys operate, right? Or most guys live. So most guys, well, myself included, we live in survival mode, right? What does that mean? It means we just react to everything. There's no intention. It's just gotta make money to pay rent and pay all the bills, and then I've got to do this because I have to eat, and then or like there's no intention behind it. It's just some situation happens, and then you have to handle that situation. Most of the time, you're not prepared for the situation, so you're always in this kind of survival mode. You need to get your needs met first, and then you know, same with the nice guys syndrome, right? It's they have to get their needs met first, and then it's not they have to first fix everything there before they can actually live with an intentional, integrated life. So you need to have an intentional mode, not a survival mode, an intentional mode. Waiting for the perfect time to build your ideal life is shit. Is no, don't do that. You don't wait for it, right? If you wait for it, it's never gonna come. Your days are just filled with what they are now: busy work, right? Work that's not meaningful but keeps you busy and distracted. Um, you know, all these things that just distract you: the Netflix, the YouTubes, the what else did you play? Games, right? All these things just distract you from the problems in your life, the core things, and makes you not intentional. So if you don't change your days on a daily basis, your life won't either. It won't change. It will just keep being the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over, right? Which is not what you want. So the concept that I want to introduce you to is reverse engineering. And what does that mean? Okay, well, reverse engineering means engineering backwards, right? Reverse engineering. You go from the end point and you work it backwards until you get to where you are now, right? So it's the power of starting at the end result and then. So how do you want to feel at 8 p.m.? Ask yourself, like, generally, like, at 8 p.m. at night, what do I want to feel like? You want to feel tired, lethargic, unmotivated, depressed, drained, unhappy. Is that how you want to feel at 8 p.m.? Or like, how do you want to feel? Do you want to feel fulfilled, focused, um, happy because you've accomplished so much in your day, right? Do you feel like tired, but tired of because I've put in so much effort into the correct things that, you know, okay, so my energy is down, so I want to sleep, or, but in a good way, right? So you need to clarify your ideal day, right? So that means, you know, the structures of your day, the focus of your day, the freedom of your day, and the fulfillment, right? If you structure these four, right, or clarify these four things in your day, so the structure, um, which then can lead you to your focus, and your focus then leads you to the freedom of you can go do things you want to do, and be fulfilled because you're doing meaningful tasks, meaningful work, meaningful things to you. So you start feeling fulfilled. And so, well, the reverse engineering concept is you want to design backwards and live forwards, right? So design from the end result back and then live it up until that end result. So I'm going through this process or this concept myself, process myself, and I'm constantly refining it at the moment and iterating because I've had the nice guy default day, right? Obviously, so I've been just doing whatever everyone else wants to do. I haven't really had any boundaries in place. I haven't had morning routines in place. Oh, I had, but they weren't good morning routines. It was basically just wake up, brush the shower, get dressed, go to work, or eat something, go to work, right? So that was my default day, was just to react to life, react to everything, just get a reaction, right? And my ideal day is more of a freedom, you know, structure and freedom. Because yeah, I'll explain that now. So structure and freedom and focus. I believe in like the one I like the most is the 4 hour workday from Dan Coe. His routine so far is the one I resonate with the most. I have started implementing it here and I absolutely love it. I've done the other morning routines from other people and I made my own, and so far I feel the most aligned with Dan Coe's, and not completely. I mean, I'm still adjusting and refining and changing and doing these things, right? So, but you know, I've changed. I'm implementing and learning and discovering my boundaries. My morning routine is, as I said, Dan Coe's method. I wake up, it's all structured, like things are ready. I grab my stuff, I sit in the office or at the desk that's only for work, and I work there for however my focus blocks are, how much time I have, right? Then I can go do my other priorities, or morning routine stuff, and then get everything working out. So I try to do the 4 hours. If I have 4 hours, if I don't, I work it down a bit, and then after that, it equals freedom because after that I've done my work. I don't have to worry about that. If my son wants to go to the park, we can go to the park. If I have to go somewhere, you know, unexpected, I can go because I don't have to worry about work and stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to design. I'm trying to design that similar to Dan Coe. And as I said, I'm still defining it. I'm still walking through it. I'm still iterating it. We'll see. So, and it ties into my philosophy, which is the respected man philosophy, right? Structure equals freedom. The more structure you have in your life, the more freedom you have to do things, in my opinion, because then you know what is structured in, you know what is happening, and then you can plan based on that. So it gives you a bit more freedom instead of this chaotic, oh, I gotta do this and then this and then this and this, and where do I fit this in? Once everything's structured, I've got the freedom. Oh, okay, next week we can go do this and this and this, right? So let's talk about the process, right? So my office has been occupied at the moment, so I'm kind of outside here. Um, the process, the step-by-step process on how to do this, right? Define. Step one is define. And what does that mean? It means, what does your ideal day look like by hour by hour? So you know, what does your ideal day look like? You know, I wake up for the first hour. What is that look like? Then the next hour, the next hour, the next hour. Step two, after you have done your step one, step two, audit. Audit means to, well, it means like, what does your current day actually look like, right? You have the 2 days and you put them next to each other and you compare them. So it's like, what does my day currently look like? Like, what is actually happening today? What does my ideal day look like hour by hour? And then you choose one thing on your list to start implementing tomorrow. So if it's exercising or gym, then you start implementing that one, and you do it from tomorrow. You start doing it every day. That's your ideal day in there, right? And step four is to use anchors. Well, what is anchors? Anchors are habits, alarms, journal prompts, and whatnot to stay aligned, right? To continue on this path, because you have to kill your current identity, your current self, to get the new one to come in. So you can use habits. You start creating habits and linking those habits. I mean, I haven't read it, but I know enough about it. But Atomic Habits is a very good book for this, um, on how to link your habits and whatnot. Use alarms. I do this one. I use alarms as well. So I will have a 60-minute block of focused work on this, on just writing this or researching the video or whatever. I have 1 hour. I have an alarm. That's it. It'll go off after 1 hour. After that 1 hour, I put my stuff down. I take a break. I go for a walk or whatever. I take a break, and then I will come back and do another hour of another focused work, and then I'll build it like that way. And what this does is it forces you as well. Just a bonus here. It forces you to prioritize what you do in that hour. Because if you don't need to get your work done, but if you can't be distracted with YouTube and stuff, because once that hour's up, you have to put your pen down or whatever, put your pen down, and you have to go on to the next topic. Um, kind of like, obviously some things you have to keep doing until it's done, but I mean, if you're building, you have to limit yourself so that you can become focused and that you can actually finish the work in the time frame. And then, like, journal prompts, ask yourself at the end of the day, like, did I do what I was supposed to do? How was my performance today? Was I better than yesterday? And all of this stuff helps you to stay aligned to your ideal day, but implement it slowly. So the mindset shift, right? Because that's it. You don't have to overhaul. You don't have to do everything at once. That will not work unless, that could work unless you do something extreme, like moving to another country that doesn't speak English and you don't know anybody there by yourself. That is a perfect way you can implement everything at once, because you're completely out of your old identity and your old triggers and settings and habits and alarms or whatever that's going on. So you can completely overhaul it there. Much easier. It's still going to be difficult, but much easier to do. Whereas if you're at home or in your normal setting, you're not going to do that. You'll do it for maybe 1-2 days, and then eventually you'll fall off. You're not lazy, right? You're unaligned and unstructured. As I said, like, structure equals freedom. Structure your life, structure your day, and you will have freedom. Most people think it will limit their freedom. It doesn't. It adds freedom, because you know exactly what's happening, where it's happening, and then you can start building on that. Obviously, you're gonna build it, and you're gonna have to iterate and change it along until it fits your life, so it fits you, right? Because it's designing your life. You can't always take what everyone else is doing and just, that is my life now. No, it has to fit you. You have to be happy with it, right? And so you're not lazy. At the moment, you're not lazy. You're unaligned. You're distracted, and you're unstructured. And each day you design, each day you design brings one step closer to the man you want to become. Every time, if you design your days and you start implementing them, you become one step every day, one step closer to the man you want to become. So, what's comment down below, like, what's one thing that you'll change in your day today? just what go journal. What does your ideal day look like? You don't have to be completely at first know everything, but get the general idea and then start refining it. Um, and I said, like, comment down below, share the vision, what you want. I have links down below, you can join.